Hello, everyone. I hope you all can hear me okay. Thank you for joining us today. And we hope you all are doing well and are safe in these unforeseen times. We're very excited to host you yet again. So welcome to the second edition of this month of Reseller Club for 2021. Last year in the midst of COVID, we started this new webinar series to help you guys understand the Reseller Club products and platform a little bit better. And this is the second one for 2021. Today, what we will cover is going to be a lot more into the details of the new Google Workspace. And we will also touch upon the Reseller Club email services. So before I hand it over to our speaker for the day, just want to get you guys accustomed to the panel you all are using. So what you see on the left-hand side of this presentation is the desktop view, and the right side is the mobile view. There's a hand icon using which you can raise your hand. We have a question mark, which is actually the most important thing that I want you to make a note of. Using that, you can ask us any questions you have at any point during the event. We will take all the questions in the end. The speaker will actually answer some of them out loud. And during the course of the webinar also, we'll continue to answer your questions. If we do miss out on some due to time, we will get back to you as soon as possible with all your queries. There's also a handout section over there. We have a handout for you on the Google Workspace, so feel free to use it and for more information, download it and keep it for your reference. Lastly, if you want to have a slightly better view of the presentation, just go in the landscape view of your mobile phones. So just before we move, I want to check if you guys can hear me clearly. If you can you all please raise your hands? Just want to make sure I'm audible so that going ahead, our speaker also feels comfortable. So can you all raise hands if you can hear me clearly? You have to use the small little hand icon, just click on that, and I will know that you can hear me clearly. Okay, I'm seeing quite a few go up now. Okay, great. So I'm hopefully audible to most of yours. Thank you. Moving on. Great. So without further ado, guys, it's not going to take too much of your time. I would like to welcome our speaker for the day, Leroy D'Souza. Leroy, if you can please come up on camera.
Hey guys, how are you all? I hope everyone is safe and everyone's families are good at home.
Thank you, Leroy. I will hand it over to Leroy now, guys. He is our senior account strategist. And over the next 30 to 40 minutes, he will take you through the entire Google Workspace, the new additions, the changes, and along with that, talk a little bit more about our email services. So yes, Leroy, over to you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Meenal. Hey guys, give me a moment. All right, so I think everyone's kind of clear on the agenda and everyone knows exactly what this webinar is going to be focused on. It's going to be focused on what has Google done with their branding. We're going to talk a little bit in parts. As you can see, one part is where we'll talk about Workspace, how it has changed from G Suite to Google Workspace. We'll move to Reseller Club and how you can purchase through Reseller Club and what are the benefits that we actually offer. We also will talk a little bit about our email services at Reseller Club, that is business and enterprise emails. We'll brush upon some standard FAQs and then we'll go to our audience question and answer section. All right. We also will provide you with a handout. In the handout, it's going to contain basic getting started with Google Workspace tips. We'll also cover the points on how you can create your users, the email addresses, and how you can activate those email addresses and those users. We'll also touch upon the data migration setup, something that a lot of people have requested for, collaboration tips as well. Also, during the presentation, I forgot to mention this. We have received some questions the moment we sent out our announcements. So we'll talk about those questions as well, and we've slipped them into the deck. And along the line, we'll talk about those as well. All right. So very quickly, let's get an understanding from our guys, the audience, on what you're looking forward to learn about Google Workspace today. So if you can just quickly move to the poll area, and if you can just select the poll service. All right, so far we've seen a 50-50 against the cost prices. I'm new to Google Workspace, so not sure. All right, let's just wait a few seconds. I think we're getting more responses. You can see it's 64%. All right, 48% of our viewers are looking to understand the new changes. Brilliant. So I think everyone kind of has a gist on what the changes are. Just to give you a sense, Google changed from Workspace to, from G Suite to Workspace. And we're going to talk a little bit about that and how the plans have changed. We're doing away with certain plans and we're moving forward with new plans as on April 1st. And let's look forward to these in the next slides. All right. Workspace has changed. We're now Google Workspace, from formerly known as Google Suite. As most of you already know, we're just showing you a idea of the apps that are there on Google Suite. And as you can see, the first 5 apps, that is Gmail, Meet, Chat, Calendar, Drive, these are the mostly used apps for Google. The rest of the apps are just collaboration, communication apps, and your security and management apps that are in the bottom. So what has actually changed at Google? As most of you already know, the pandemic hit us early in, I think, in Jan, Feb, which is kind of moved from the going to work scene to actually working from home. And that's actually a very important role that Google is trying to portray by changing the name structure from G Suite to Google Workspace. As Google Suite previously focused upon a group of separate apps coming together to play a single role there. But with the Workspace, Google Workspace rebranding, they're actually calling the idea that they are one cohesive, targeted at remote work. So how does this actually show you? Is just to give you an example, when you actually want to start a video call, you had to previously get out of Gmail, open a new tab, and start a video call. But with the new setup that's focused on a single environment for your remote work, you can open every single app from the Gmail interface itself, as same for the video call. All right, so as it is focusing, Google is now going to focus on a remote working environment. Let's look at the new plans. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be doing away with the old G Suite plans and we'll be focusing on new Google Workspace plans. G Suite Basic, G Suite Business were the old plans, Business Starter, Business Standard, and Business Plus and Enterprise Plus are the new plans. G Suite Basic and Business Starter are very similar. So you could say that G Suite Basic is just rebranded to Business Starter, whereas G Suite Business has been split into Business Standard and Business Plus, as you can see. And there's the additional 4th plan, that's Enterprise Plus, is focused on large extreme businesses that do not have any limitations to the storage or the number of users or the voice or conferencing resources that they might require. All right, so what are the benefits that Google Workspace actually offers? In all of this time, Google has focused on one thing, that is business continuity during the pandemic. Uh, this is not only what they're focusing on, they're also assuring you that you will see increase in productivity, like better time management, like I showed you earlier. The moment you want to start a new video call, you do not need to waste time jumping to a new app. You can directly manage that from the Gmail interface, which is your primary application. There's also going to be real-time collaboration to reduce your time and effort waiting for responses. There's also email security and brand credibility, which is very important for all smart businesses. Last but not least, each of these apps and the services that Google offers is completely mobile friendly. So looking at Google Workspace with Reseller Club. So in all my time with Reseller Club, I have been completely amazed by one single thing, which is a single platform to purchase all your web pro needs, whether it's domain names, whether it's hosting, whether it's email services, SSL, you name it. It's got everything that you actually need as a web professional, and you can purchase it with competitive pricing across all orders, across all services. Apart from that, we also give you an amazing 24/7 technical assistance for any of your services. Apart from that, we also provide you a SuperSite purchase flow, an API connectivity, WHMCS modules, and knowledge base articles. So there's a lot to look forward to with selling from Reseller Club. Most of our guys who are selling through us already know that we have divided all our G Suite services into 3 geolocations. One is for India, Southeast Asia, and rest of the world. Now, the prices that you see before you are the standard prices, but always ensure to reach out to your account manager and keep a check on promotions that are happening at the Reseller Club, because right now I think there's an Indian promotion and other promotions as well. So reach out to your account manager, get an understanding of how much you can get, what promotions are running, and how you can ensure to make more business from those services. Also, if you have a bulk purchase that's coming up, please reach out to the sales and account management team, and they'll definitely assure you a better price than you see before you. All right, like I mentioned, we received some questions earlier, so let's review those. How can we calculate the price for my clients? Like, I want to purchase Google Workspace for clients, then what price I should offer to them? So there are two sections to this. One is to understand your cost price, and another to understand your selling price. The cost price is pretty simple. I will take you through how you can view your cost price in the next couple of slides. And so don't worry about that. It's available in the control panel. However, when you're looking at your selling price, compare it with the Google retail price, understand what the market is selling at, and ensure you do some research to understand what is the best price for your customer. Also, let's look at some standard platform tutorials. I'm pretty sure most of you might already know this, but just for those new resellers who have signed in and like to understand this, let's look very quickly into how you can manage your services and your cost price and selling price and so on through the control panel. Also, all right. So when you log into your reseller account, go to settings, manage products and pricing, and click on Google Workspace. You will be presented with the 3 geolocations, as you can see: India, Southeast Asia, and rest of the world. After you click on the geolocation that you want to manage, click on manage prices as highlighted over here. You will be taken to this particular page where you can have a view into your cost price and set your selling price accordingly. Also want to ensure that you check your tax configuration if you are selling to a country which requires to collect tax for. Moving on how to purchase from the SuperSite, pretty straightforward. Once you open up the SuperSite, go to the email tab in the menu, click on view plans. You will be presented with the 4 plans as mentioned. Please do not refer to the pricing. This price is a past price, so do not refer to this. Select the plan as mentioned at the bottom, and you need to feed in your accounts, the number of accounts, the duration, and you'll be presented with your total value. Click on buy now and complete the purchase. After you've completed and paid for the purchase, you will be taken forward to creating your Workspace admin account. As you can see, you just need to fill up the form for your admin privileges and you're done. You can then move to your admin console to start creating the users, or you can continue managing your order in the control panel. All right, we've got another question in the from our audience in the past. I've got 4 Workspace accounts. Can I transfer all these accounts to RC's Google Workspace, one single account? And will I have single billing and discounts? So there are 2 phases to this question. The first thing is, can you merge 4 Workspace accounts? Yes, definitely you can merge 4, even if the various domain names, you can merge all 4 into one single Workspace account. However, for the billing and discounts, we've not yet integrated a setup that allows to bill for 4 different Workspace accounts in one. We still are working on this, and we'll keep you posted once it's available for all our resellers. All right. How can you transfer an account from the SuperSite? So you've probably already purchased, the customer has already set up Google Workspace elsewhere, and now they want to transfer it to you to manage all their products under one single brand, one single interface, or they're just looking for better pricing. So they can place the transfer request as shown over here. You need to copy the identifier, proceed to your Google admin account, fill in the form at the admin account, and generate your transfer token. Feed in the transfer token into this particular page and enter the domain name. One thing I'd like to inform you that your existing tenure with the other provider will be lost once you move your old Workspace account to ResellerClub. All right, how to upgrade a plan? It's pretty straightforward. From the control panel, you will see the option to upgrade. Click on it. You will be taken to the SuperSite. You will see your current plan as shown here. You will also see the plans that you can upgrade to. Since this plan is the basic starter, you will see the rest of the 3 plans available. However, you will not be able to downgrade once you've upgraded to a higher plan. Complete your purchase on the SuperSite and you're done with the upgrade. All right, so let's quickly look at a question that we've heard across from quite a few resellers on, can Google Workspace be used for an email campaign? Let's hear what our audience has to say about it. Okay, guys, we're not getting enough votes. Please proceed to the poll area and update your votes. All right, so we've received 58% right now. I think that's good. Majority, 41% say yes, 30% say no, and 30% say not sure. So I think it should be ideally evident. Google is very strict with their AUPs. You can definitely try sending out bulk emails through Gmail. However, I would request you to refrain from doing so. There are other bulk email services out there for campaigns. Use those services, because if your account um, is suspected to be against their AUPs, they will take action and suspend your Google Workspace account. So refrain from doing that. All right, let's move forward. Um, how to activate Google Workspace? 3 simple steps: create an admin account, verify your domain name, and create user accounts. Let's look at this. If you've not already created your admin account from the purchase flow that's on the SuperSite, you can create your admin account from the control panel under the order of information page. Once you're done with that, you can fill up the form and click next to complete that. Step 2, verify your domain name from your Google Workspace account. You'll be prompted with 3 methods of doing so. One of the 3 methods is a text DNS record through text or CNAME, or you can also try uploading a file to your domain's web server, or you can add a meta tag to your homepage. Once you're done with the verification, you can start to create your user accounts. That's required for the organization. Don't worry if you've not understood this process clearly. It will be provided to you in your handout to review when you're actually managing your Google Workspace account. All right, well, let's jump to another poll right now. Which of these would you consider as a target group for Google Workspace? Let's jump to the poll very quickly. I'm pretty sure each of you kind of understand why this is presented and why we're talking about this, because we want to understand from you who is best suited for Google Workspace. We're getting in 20% votes right now, and it's building. I'm pretty sure all of you are kind of clear on this, and we can see that from the results. Let's wait for another few seconds. All right, so I think we've got 63% votes. That's good enough. The answers that were there in front of us were: 1, enterprise corporations, educational institutions, SMBs and startups, and all of the above. Naturally, all of the above is the right answer, because Google Workspace is meant for collaboration, and any large teams or teams that are working together to try and get work done is perfect for Google Workspace. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you understand, I've kind of taken this under consideration. Google Workspace is slightly on the higher value, because I think not every customer may be suitable enough to purchase a G Suite account for $4 or $5, while they do not want to use any of the other various applications that Google offers. They probably just want to use the basic email communication tool. And in case you reach a situation where you might lose the customer, you can always talk about our internal in-house email services like business and enterprise email services. They're very similar to G Suite, and it's something that we'd just like to quickly brush up on. Our business email services start at 5 GB at 45 cents. and 30 GB at 75 cents. It comes with the virus protection, and you can also purchase additional storage available. So what is amazing at business email and enterprise email is the design is responsive, mobile responsive. Like I said, it's got a built-in virus protection, additional backups and storage that you can purchase. You cannot purchase the backups, but the backups are available to you in case you need to. It's 100% uptime and security that's available. And lastly, that's recently been introduced is calendars and contacts to manage your communication very well with. All right. Another question that we've received from our forums while sending out the announcements. Let's look at that. You and Google should allow to upgrade from the basic 30 GB business starter plan. If not, then there should be an option to purchase additional space from Google when payment made through our reseller panel instead of user paying directly to Google. I completely understand this, and right now we've figured out the upgrade option. Excuse me. So you can go ahead and and upgrade from a 30 GB business starter plan to a higher business starter plan or the enterprise starter plan as well. Currently, we do not support the additional space feature that Google offers, but that's currently in the pipeline and it will be launched very soon. So stay tuned for that. All right, some basic questions that we've heard over the years. Let's look at these. Is Google Workspace compatible with my current email client? Yes, definitely. It offers IMAP, it offers POP, it offers a pre-integrated solutions with Microsoft Outlook and Thunderbird as well, so it can support on any of your email clients. Can I create mailing lists? Yes, definitely you can create mailing lists as well. How does the pricing work for resellers? Like I mentioned, you can see or view your reseller cost price from the control panel and do some research, understand what the market is at, and set your selling price accordingly. Is there any money back guarantee for Google Workspace? Unfortunately, there is no money back guarantee for Google Workspace. Google does not offer that, and hence we do not offer that as well. While will I get help with my support requirements from Google Workspace? Yes, definitely. In fact, we encourage you to reach out to us with any questions that you might have about Google Workspace. Even if you have a question that requires answering from Google itself, I suggest reach out to our support team first. Let us understand how best we can help resolve those issues quickly. All right. So we've reached the end of our session. I hope I've been able to cover pretty much everything for our new resellers, for our old resellers, what are the changes, and how exactly we've been able to incorporate those changes into Reseller Club. So let's take a few minutes and look at questions that we might have received from our audience. Wow, there are a lot of questions over here. So let me just go through them and see which ones we can answer in a short period of time. Don't worry if I'm not able to answer every single question. We will be reaching out to you as well through emails to respond to your queries in more detail. All right, let's look at Lorenzo. Lorenzo has mentioned that, hi Lorenzo, I am a reseller from you. I am from Peru. My region is Latin America. the big issue here is that the current prices for Google Workspace in our SuperSite, we cannot compete with the official prices. This becomes some of the prices we above are above the current prices of official Google. All right, I understand at times because of the clubbing of your account, you might realize that they are not it at par with Google. What I would recommend is reaching out to your account manager or your sales team and understand what is the best price that we can offer you. Definitely, there will be some negotiation to understand how we can give you a service and the price that you require. All right, there's another question from Imran. The pricing of Google Workspace is in India region is the most cheapest than other regions. Now, all of my Bangladeshi clients want the same pricing as Indian pricing. How can I get this? Please let me know in detail. I so I think you already might be aware that whenever placing an order, a customer's details information that's fed into the system is used to create your Google Workspace account. And based on the location, the information that's fed in, that's the pricing that applies to your customer. So unfortunately, there isn't much that we can do, but considering that it's a neighboring country, maybe your account manager can probably look at either extending a term or maybe a bulk order, some way that we can reduce your price for you. But please reach out to your account manager, talk to them, and get to know what is the best price for your service. All right, let's continue. Most of the questions here are on pricing. So I think I've answered those. Let's look at other questions as well. All right, so there's one question: why should we purchase Google Workspace? This is from Imran as well. Why should we purchase Google Workspace subscription from you, Reseller Club, instead of Google directly? That's a very valid question. Google actually offers special price. At times, they offer discounts when Reseller Club offers discounts as well. So why not? But the pricing that we offer is definitely more competitive. Uh, it's not only that, it's also the platform that we're providing you to manage not just your Google Workspace account, but also your domain name, your hosting services, your SSL services. It's all under one single platform. It's for the sake of convenience, and definitely competitive pricing is one of the key points that actually should bring you to sell through Reseller Club. Can we use Google's partner logo? Mr. Ritesh has put in a question. Can we use Google partner logo on our SuperSite? Currently, there are certain restrictions to using the partner logo on the SuperSite. Only a valid reseller can use the logos. Let me check in and understand this a little more in depth and get back to you over an email. If you are an okay, Ritesh has put in another comment saying that we are an authorized Google partner, so client trust us. um, there are certain restrictions, and I think adding a Google logo does require Google's approval for doing that. We have taken Google's approval for doing that, which is why we've been able to use their logo. But I think for every logo that's used, you need a special kind of permission from Google. All right, let me just quickly see if we have time for a few more questions. Okay, is Kiran has a special question. One moment. Oh no, I lost Kiran's message. Give me a second. Okay, is there any special pricing if the client moves from direct Google to our reseller account? The pricing that I've mentioned on our slides is the same pricing that's available directly as a reseller with us. If you are looking for a special pricing that might include longer tenure, maybe even a bulk order that has more than one single domain name or Google Workspace account, reach out to us, your sales and marketing team, sales and account management team, and we will be able to offer you a better pricing. Also, keep a lookout for promotions that are happening on and off. We'll also be sending you emails about new promotions on Google Workspace. So keep in tune with the times and what is happening. Okay, Andre has a question here. Can you migrate email from business email to Google Workspace? Yes, you can migrate it from, I presume you're referring to, okay, from business email to Google Workspace. Yes, you can migrate from business email to Google Workspace. We have collaboration tips that will be provided to you in the handout migration tips. You can refer to those and you can initiate a transfer from business email to your Workspace account. If you need further assistance, please contact our support team. We are constantly available 24/7 to help you out with any questions or migration tips that you require. Okay, we'll look at one last question that's there. Let me just go through the list. All right, I think we are good with the questions. I'm not seeing. Okay, let's take this last question now. Can I get a 1 month trial, same as Google? I don't believe Google offers a 1 month trial, but let me find out more information about that. At Reseller Club, we do not offer a 1 month trial service. You would need to purchase it and based on the plans that are available to you. Again, if you want further information, you can reach out to your account manager and he can probably assist you with maybe getting some sort of discount on the first month at least. All right, so that's about time that we have right now. We will be answering all your questions over email as well. So kind of do not worry about not getting a descriptive answer or information that you are still waiting for. All right. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us and taking the time out from your busy schedule. I know it's working from home is hectic, and even 45 minutes just to sit on a video call kind of drains you out. So I really appreciate everyone for taking the time out and joining us on this webinar. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.